This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat that far. We keeping a foot on the whoop, Deeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop, Deeks. And like the Tibetan marriage shift that I am, man. Like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying whoop on immediate pressure. Because pressure does whoop heat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Like He Knows Everything told you guys. And a prediction, King Strikes again. And a prediction, King Strikes again. That Jermell Charlo is doing all of this bullshit and fuck shit to sell a fight. This is what Jermell Charlo does. And black boxing community fan bases, or so-called black boxing community fan bases, they're too brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads to see what Jermell Charlo is beautifully doing right now. Jermell Charlo is masterfully ensuring and ingratiating and indoctrinating the fact that you guys will watch his fight against Brian Castano. Brian Castano is not a name. He's not a household name. So Jermell Charlo is doing all of this publication, all of this certification, all of this verification, and all of this authorization, even if he has to throw his brother under the fucking bus. He's doing it so that he can sell this fucking fight. I'm gonna always call his rabbit ass out for calling his brother out. There's ways to do this shit, and you still can sell the fight. But I already see clearly what he's doing. It's a spade calling a spade. It's keeping it a buck, keeping it 1,000, keeping it real, keeping his name in your Rudy Poo and Plum Brain mouth, in your classic Doden Troglodyte mouth, in your ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric mouths. And in doing that, Jermell Charlo is going to basically be able to sell this fucking fight. And he's basically doing a hellified job. He's doing a great job. He's doing basically what we would say exceptional job in getting you guys to fall for the fucking bait. And boy, are you guys falling for the fucking bait. You're believing everything that's coming out of Jermell Charlo's mouth. You're believing everything that Jermell Charlo is doing. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, But it also speaks to boxing community fan bases and how much of brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads they are, and how they don't have neuron receptors, which is something that is a pedigree thing that you need at early onset of childhood development. If you don't have that, you will never fucking have that. And they don't fucking have that. They don't have that pedigree. They don't have that authorization. They don't have that certification. They don't have that verification. And they don't have what we would call that underlying undercurrent and undertruths for them to understand what's associated behind Jermell Charlo's pranks. They understand what's associated behind Jermell Charlo's tricks. Jermell Charlo wants you to buy this fucking fight. His fight is coming up soon. He's basically taking a playbook out of musicians. Musicians do this shit. Kanye West, all of these guys, when they're trying to sell something to you, they will say the most outrageous things. They will say the most egregious things. They will say the most outlandish things to get you to draw yourself in as a consumer so that you can buy into their bullshit and their fuck shit. This is what Jermell Charlo is doing at his truest and his most prosperous levels. And you Rudy Poo and Plum Brains, you classic Dotes and Troglodytes, you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric are falling for it. Jermell Charlo got y'all motherfuckers. He did y'all motherfuckers up. And all you motherfuckers are doing right now is falling for the fucking bait. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, Jermell Charlo, you get the biggest salute of the damn day. Because you understand the level of dummies. You understand the level of dumb as fuck motherfuckers. And you understand the level of basically what we would say peon fucking brains that's in front of you. And because of that, you know how to trick them off. I told you, boxing community fan bases, or so-called boxing black versions, they're like the $2 rental hole or $2 layaway hole in Blu-ray. The only reason why I don't get on Blu-ray as much is because he's helping Earl the True Spence. But the shit he's doing and publicizing himself and coming on these damn interviews and all that, this is a guy that's not about Earl the True Spence. He's about his own fucking agenda. And clearly, these guys in boxing community fan bases, black versions or black variations, however the fuck you want to call them, they're looking for any press that they can get. They don't care if they have to sell their souls. They don't care if they have to coon and fucking buffoon. They don't care if it means basically them losing their identity of who they are, which is a black individual just so that they can prop this shit up in front of you. So they can prostrate it in front of you. So they can basically manufacture it in front of you. This is what pandering narratives look like. But you know what we say about pandering narratives? They have a ceiling cap. Once it goes up, woo, the motherfucker must come tumbling down. And boy, is it come tumbling down. It's coming to tumble down in the sense of this. That Jermell Charlo has pulled a wolf over you Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains eyes. Over you classic dope and troglodyte eyes. Over you ultra fucking fanboy with the ultra fucking fanboy rhetoric eyes. Jermell Charlo got y'all, man. He got y'all with a good one. And the sad part about it is y'all fell for the shit. I see right through Jermell Charlo because I'm a three-dimensional thinker. This is where he knows everything resides in, three-dimensional thinking ability. He's not a regular cat, nor does he think regular, nor does he reside in regular realms. He's a businessman extraordinaire that knows how to govern his affairs. And at the same time, he knows everything, formerly known as he knows the sport, is not a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo head. He's fighting Brian Castano soon. So he's propping himself up as a shining beacon, as a shining identity. Because he knows you false fucking idols will fall for his shit. Even though it's bullshit and fuck shit. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. Jermell Charlo, you get the biggest salute of the fucking day because you are basically showcasing why these boxing community fan bases, why these so-called black boxing community fan bases, why these basically what we would say egregious individuals, why basically what we would say these dodo head individuals don't fucking get it. That when it's all said and done, it's about you promoting lions only, dog. And you're doing a hellified job of it. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the nicks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the nicks. Jermell Charlo, again, you get the biggest salute of the damn day. I'm always going to get on you when you talk shit about Jermell Charlo. But I understand basically the utilitarian rule. And this is what he's using, the utilitarian principle. Some have to sacrifice for the greater good. It's sad that he's doing this for his brother's sake. It's sad that he's using his brother as the sacrificial lamb, but it is what the fuck it is. He's doing this so that he can stay in the media because he knows he doesn't have the boxing lineup that his brother has. He doesn't have the boxing lineup that Earl the Truthman has, but he has something nevertheless. And it's called brain full of mushing and brainwashing you, therefore and thereby dodo heads, man. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the nicks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the nicks. P.S. Leave it to He Knows Everything to always roll out the red carpet and reveal someone's true nature, because the boxing community fan bases, the so-called black boxing community fan bases, the conquer and divide, the divide and conquer motherfuckers, they're too brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads to get it and see what's happening in the first place. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.